Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Today we will be doing spider foot. इंशाल्लाह आज अपन spider foot करने वाले हैं. तो spider foot में जो टॉपिक अपन करने वाले हैं वो है basically the same thing we did in Nmap, but a little more advanced basically. तो आपको एक वेब यूआई पे अपने को पूरा इंटरफेस के वैसा रहता है. तो let me start sharing my screen. And then we'll be using the Kali Linux virtual machine. I have already started it. Okay. So what we will be needing to do is we will be using the spiderfoot command to in the terminal to start the spiderfoot. Just click that. Right. So we'll be using a command called spiderfoot -l, and then you'll be writing 127.0.0.1 colon 5000 and 5001. तो ये कमांड क्या करता है बेसिकली अपना जो सर्वर है ऑनलाइन स्पाइडरफुट का जिससे अपन करने वाले हैं वो सर्वर खोलता है ये यूआरएल. राइट. तो अपने को वो करना है. ओके. So what we'll be doing is pressing enter. Okay. So after this runs, we will see this. अपने को क्या करना रहता है ये लिंक को कॉपी कर लेना है Ctrl+Shift+C and then open Firefox and then just paste it over here. Ctrl+V enter. अपने को स्पाइडरफुट का पेज खुलता है. Okay. So as everyone can see, अपना स्पाइडरफुट का पेज खुल गया. स्कैन्स में एक भी स्कैन नहीं दिखा रहा अपने को. You can go to settings to check out everything else. Like अपने को पूरा चीजें दिख रहे हैं. Clear bit, circle, C99. तो अपने को ये न्यू स्कैन पे जाना है. तो अपन स्कैन नेम एक दे देना फर्स्ट. तो स्कैन नेम के लिए अपन क्या लेंगे न्यू स्कैन एंड देन द टारगेट. टारगेट के लिए आप कुछ भी डाल सकते हैं लेकिन मैं मेरा होस्ट कंप्यूटर था. एक सेकंड चार्ट में कितना समय. What is purpose of spiderfoot? I mean what it does. So spiderfoot क्या करता है? It's like Nmap. It scans, but it gives you more information about the data about the end user. Like I can I will demonstrate everything first. So there are a lot of targets over here. A lot of data you can get. We can do the first one considering that we're doing host computer. You're going to want to go to Windows or Mac if you're using Mac. Use Spotlight and find the terminal. अपने को CMD खोलना है for Windows users. तो So what we will be doing is IP config. इसमें देखो IPv4 एड्रेस यहाँ है देखो 10.0.0.73. सो अपने को क्या करना है स्कैन टारगेट 10.0.0.73, right? And then run the scan now. Yes, it is a scanning application. तो ये एप्लीकेशन अपने को क्या करता है स्कैन बनाता है. So you will need to wait. You can see the summary. The stay in summary. Like you can see other things as well, like browse, scan settings. Just stay in summary. Let's just wait for data to be found. This might take a couple minutes. Or we might actually have to execute the scan. Yeah, that scan is running. So by default it started running. So let's just let it run. Okay, run on those foot. So this will take some time. Sometimes it might take 15 minutes, sometimes it might take half an hour. The time is like really doesn't matter. Okay, so actually just let it run. Mm. Okay. So it's been taking a really long time और अपने को अभी तक डेटा भी नहीं आया वापस. वो अपन एक काम करेंगे ये स्कैन को अपन स्टॉप करके like we can delete the scan and then we will remake a new scan and we will use passive so we can get the information faster. As you can see, both of them are starting there still. So let's delete both of them. Okay. You can delete running scans. Okay. तो अपन इन लोगों को डिलीट भी नहीं कर सकते करते तो अपन एक ऑप्शन नहीं है. We need to wait for it to actually find an answer. So I will pause the recording for this much time. Considering it's very long. So after that we will just give it a minute to scan our email. Since we have now done the email scan, we can go to the correlations. No data has been detected here. We can go to browse email address and we can see that we have data element, source data element, first module, and then we have identified it at that exact time. Go back to browse. That's the only data we have gotten. We can actually also just go to like the graph, but there's nothing we can check. So we stay at summary. So 25 errors. I don't know what those errors are. So it will always take some time until this thing over here, until that is not finished, the scan has not gotten all the data. So we will just let it grab as much data as it can. And then I will show everyone how the data works. Later on, okay, so it's finished. Later on in the course, we'll be using a different tool that is like Spiderfoot, but it's called Nessus. So Nessus is like it's better, right? So let's make another scan. This one, let's also just call it this one, let's call it Amazon scan. And I don't know what is actually. So just go to Amazon.com. Let's click and let's copy. So we'll copy the address, hit close, press the little passive button, and then scan. Okay. So I'm pretty sure it did not recognize the that. So let's press that and let's remove the HTTPS // there. And then we will just write Amazon. And then we will do passive. So that scan is being created. We can go to scans. spreadsheet so that we can see which can be done. And then we will say Amazon, click it. So now that we are starting to get data, we will just wait here for the data to start moving in. Okay, so we have gotten one internet name data and the status is still running, which means we have not yet finished getting data. So the meeting will end in about 2 minutes. After that, everyone just join the same link so that we can continue the class. So we have 16 errors. Those are, and it won't even let us view them. We're just going to the browse, it's going to internet link, and we still see Amazon.com. So since we're scanning a really vast domain, we shouldn't just get one piece of data, we should get a lot of data. Okay, so we have more DNS records. So, and we have a lot more addresses, a lot more things over here. So in an instant, we have gotten 82 total pieces of data, 80 of which are actually unique pieces of data. So we can go to browse. So in the affiliate internet name, we have a lot of other things in here. So we can go back into browse. And then we have the BS membership. उसका आया जवाब वो कल वाली लड़की का. Please wait. And we have a co-hosted site. So origin, Arcus, test. There are a lot of other IP addresses. Some of these might even be scam IP addresses. Like we can go to test www. Okay, so let me start sharing. Right? Right. So last time what we were doing is we were looking for this apparent Amazon test domain. Right? We have gotten this www.amazon.com. Let's click on it. Let's press enter. So apparently it has trouble finding that site. So we have gotten a lot of other things like amazon.com.tr. Let's try that one. A lot of these seem a little shady. What I mean by that is suspicious. So there might be scam links. Small chance of there being. It might exist. But if there's amazon.com.in, then that is just so. AU Australia, I'm pretty sure AU is Australia because they have other websites, different websites for different um people. Let's go into the summary. Let's see if we got any new data. We have 219 data now. Let's go back into browse. Domain registrar. Mark Monitor Inc. So they use Mark Monitor Inc. for the data for their domain. Right. And then we have domain who is Amazon.com 2812009 DRSN who is .markmonitor.com. Markmonitor.com is the URL. And we have other things that we don't really need to worry about. We have IP address, which is the IP address of this. We can actually just use this IP address to access Amazon.com as well. So Amazon permission with TR image therapy. So paste this. Oops. One more. Paste that. And it's gonna open. So yeah, open हुआ so अपने को क्या देखना है? That is also the IP address that we have just copied. Like as you can see over here. So we never actually pasted that address. Okay. And then use Amazon, we'll go back to this tab. And then we'll go all the way, delete this, paste this. That's an IP address. And okay, so we haven't actually got. So we have gotten a public IP address. And as we can see, the scan is still running. It hasn't stopped, which means there's a lot of data in this thing that we are scanning. So we have a lot of internet names. And we have unresolved. So let's look at the LinkedIn URL. So we have a cloudfront.net one, and we have another one, another one, another one. And then we have this, a lot of things. Okay. Give me a second. Right. Go back to browse. And then we can see the SSL certificate, raw data. So we have serial number, issuer, validity, and public key, and modulus, a lot of things that we have. And that we have a lot of data in here. So primarily what data we have? We don't have any correlations, which means like bad things. But when we look at the graph, we can see a lot of points. All these points are data points, and you can move these points just to check out what's going to happen. Like if I move that point over there, you can see how much data it's pulling towards it. That's how many data points that single point is connected to. And this one is connected to all data. I don't know what's not getting removed below. But yeah, that's the graph. So you can actually view the lines, the dots, what they mean. Like you can take that. You can actually double tap to zoom in. And you can scroll to zoom out. So I will scroll until I see the entire chart. and the red dot is the root, and all the other dots are the data points. So like we can go into log. We can actually make a report of this. Okay, that's just down. Into the browse. You can export the data. So you can CSV and Excel, export the data to CSV and Excel. For the sake of time, I will actually just stop the scan by going back to scans page. Scans page. So we can just press the stop button. So we have gotten 435 elements from that scan. As everyone can see, actually 463 elements. Right, we can see 463 elements that we have gotten. So like Amazon, we can open, browse all of them. We have raw data from the APIs, the web servers. Web servers are actually kind of important because we can see what servers this website was posted on. So we can see stuff from Akamai, Akamai ghost, and CloudFront, another CloudFront, and we can see one. Okay. So for practice, you guys can do other URLs in here, right? We can take a screenshot of it. I will be asking everyone tomorrow to show me this screenshot that they have taken. So that is that for today's class. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and Allah Hafiz.